Lewis will be in shortly, guys. Just waiting on Lewis. Hey, Andrew. Just waiting on Lewis coming in. Take that out. I'm all changed up. They've got a new mic and stuff. Just waiting on Lewis coming in. Got to be doing some talking about the moon. Was that? Did you watch the Anglo-Saxon? Watched half it. I watched half of it after. It's quite interesting. Really interesting stuff. I've watched half of it, so can you hear me okay? Am I coming through okay? Oh, there's my brother Drew. Hello, Drew. It is a bit, Andrew. I've not got to the end, so I'll read the rest of it, but I'll watch the rest of it after. There's Simply Alan. There's Drew. There's Alan, and there's Simply Alan, guys. Just waiting on Lewis coming in, because he's got some amazing pictures he wants to show you. Yeah. I hope you'll be here tomorrow night for the live stream from 9:30 to probably 10:30 with me, Lewis, and Andrina. Just got to talk about ghosts. I'm wearing my ghosty t-shirts. Anyway, I've had to set up the settings different now. I figured out, see, I've got a professional mic here, you can't really see it. I'll just waiting on Lewis coming in. See if anybody else is coming in. Just waiting over my co-hosts come in. So Alan, you should come in this one day, Alan. All you need is your phone and a set of headphones. You should come on one day, Alan. All you need is a set of headphones and your mobile phone. My mic's a bit... Let me have a look at the settings. That's as good as we're going to get, I'm afraid, while it should get better when more people come in. Hello, Merlin's cat. How did you get the name Merlin's cat? Merlin have a cat? I can't remember him. I mean, I can't. I'll go to Lewis. Lewis sent me pictures today. I'll show you some of them. He was going to screen share them with you. Need to turn the brightness down in this daft phone. You can plainly see, I kid you not, a triangle spaceship sitting in a crater. You can see this. I'm waiting on what do you call him, Lewis, because he's got to be screen sharing it. I'm just waiting on coming on, guys. I'm waiting on him. See the daft camera in this. So, How are you all? Let's see who's all in the chat. We've got 9 people in the chat. How are you, Drew? The Broken. Does anybody get any questions they want to ask while we're waiting for this? Simply Alan, Craig, Simply Alan, Andrew, Craig. My old man gave it to me. What age is your cat? What age is your cat? Merlin's cat. What age is it? Is it one in real life? Or is it just your name? I only need these when someone else is in. I'm just waiting on Lewis. He's been booting up his computer right now as we speak. What's of shooting stars last night and flashes plenty of... It's weird you to say that. I seen a lot of shooting stars last night too. And I seen some satellites too. But I see there's got to be debris coming in. They're saying there could be parts of some kind of wreckage or something coming into the atmosphere. Because I see that Chinese rocket that fell to Earth uncontrolled the other day. It was the biggest piece of space junk ever to fall to Earth. Your real name's Daniel. Very nice to meet you. If you want to subscribe to each other, that's what I promote on this channel. If you want to subscribe, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's got to be good. And Drina, Drew's Paranormal Blog, Haunted Spirits, she's got to be doing a tarot card reading for you all, so you'll be able to get the future. And she might be doing a Ouija board, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Oh, look, here he comes! Here he comes, the master himself. Here he is. Where did I put my... There, Lewis. Can you hear me okay, man? I'm using the new mic. I'm using the new mic.
Yeah.
Say something, man. Anything?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Aye, that's it. I was going to try them and show them the pictures you sent me, but my phone's too bright because I'm using a laptop, so you do the screen sharing, man. Here's Drew. Drew's in the chat too. See, I can put in a pair of earphones now and I can leave one clear so I can hear what's going round about me. I've got that professional mic that I bought.
Alright. Oh yeah, you got the...
Lewis?
Yeah, good.
You need to turn up your volume a wee bit, you're a bit quiet.
1 second. Yeah.
I'll stick some links up to Lewis's channel too. Just give me a sec, guys. Just doing it on the old phone, you know. Multitasking. Share.
Right.
Those pictures you sent me are actually really interesting.
Mm.
But I want you to screen share it with these guys here because I can't really show it.
Yeah, 1 second.
Now guys, here's the link to Lewis. Here's the first link to Lewis. I don't know where Clint is. He's coming on and he's coming on Tuesday night.
Oh, is he? Right.
Well,
can you hear me clearly now?
Yep.
Cool. Just thinking.
Right, there's the link to... Has it come up yet? The link at the top there show is the link to Lewis's channel. You want to go there?
Someone's put, hey Clint. I think they think I'm Clint.
No, that's Lewis. Stephen. That's Lewis.
I need to do one thing.
Just take your time, man.
It's just the camera, because I've had to bring my MacBook in here because the camera.
MacBook.
Yeah.
New laptops. How much is a MacBook?
My sister gave me this one. It's a MacBook Pro. It's only a 2009 model, but it's still pretty decent. It's still decent. I changed the hard drive. I put a SSD hard drive on it to make it faster.
I was looking at an all-in-one PC.
Yeah.
Because this laptop I'm using is starting to get very old. It's on its last legs. There's buttons missing. There's actually buttons missing. I was hoovering last week with the keypad and accidentally sucked up 2 of the buttons. It's F5, F6 is missing. What else is missing? The plus button. It gets sucked up with the Dyson. And I couldn't put it back on.
It's funny because with the key
show.
I was in.
You recommend Doom Show?
I'm half here, half in the bottle.
Do you recommend Doom Show? It's only for about 45 minutes. This live stream an hour. I'm the controller. I'm the one that controls all the screens.
you love being in control, don't you, mate?
I'm the one that puts up everybody's name and controls everything. You and Clint are the ones that talk about space.
Yeah, nice. That's good. What's this? I've got something on my phone.
He's uploading stuff tonight. You stay in the chat then, Clint. Have a drink for me and Lewis. I'm on the hard stuff tonight. I'm on Walking the City.
Guinness. I just got some today from the supermarket where people were covering their faces and walking around like that.
I've got a mask for that. Go this way.
And
see inside my car, rubber gloves and masks hanging everywhere. It looks like an explosion in that hospital supply shop.
You know that the London thingy, London. Yeah, he's going to be closed down soon, isn't he? He's done a video today. They're going to. He said they're going to ban him off YouTube. That's what he thinks. Loads of channels are being banned.
Any new subscribers in here, guys? Could you please go and subscribe to Doom Show? I'll give you the link to his channel.
Covering your face is extremely unhealthy.
Yeah, some guys do. You really are.
Yeah, it is. It is. Just remember that it's a less than 1% death rate. It's less than the common flu or cold kills people every year. So that's what people need to get into their head.
There's the Doom Show, guys. So I take it, Lewis, you're going tomorrow night with me and Andrina, talking spirits and ghosts and ghouls and creatures from beyond the grave.
Yeah, definitely. I'm up for this, maybe.
These stupid earphones on that.
I'm looking for this photo that you wanted to see.
That just shows all the ones you sent us.
This is saying.
Screen share it.
I don't have it on this computer. That was on this. This was taken from. This was actually from.
I'll give you the full screen right now.
This was taken from a channel called Bruce Sees All. If anyone's seen Bruce Sees All, he does all photography of the moon. He's just he does it in like 4K as well, so it's really good quality. And that was something that was on the surface. Hang on, let me just move my mouse. I know it looks a bit weird, but because there's if you look there's like a shadow that's cutting it off. It almost looks like 2 identical sort of.
I've seen that.
It's weird. Let me just find something else. What was the other thing I found? Oh, and there's a pyramid that I found. Let me just find it now. Got so many photos I took of it. If people can't see the pyramid, I don't know, but I can definitely see there is a pyramid.
Definitely.
And then next to it, there's something else. And
what's in the crater?
In the crater, there's a in the crater that you can't see it clearly on there. There's a triangular thing in the middle of the crater as well. That's another photo of it.
That's the YouTube algorithm and subscribing.
This is Bruce Cecil. He just does photography from he's got like a big telescope, and he does like really high resolution images of the moon. But he's actually the funny thing is he's got a good friend who's building his own observatory, and he's got a huge telescope that he's going to be setting up, which is like probably about 20 times bigger than the one that Bruce uses, and he's going to be able to really get close. So you're going to see some real structures in the coming months that you can't turn around and say it's just anomalies of the light, refractions, and all that kind of stuff. Real close images, you ain't going to be able to deny it. So whoever's been up there or whatever. What was the other thing I was showing you yesterday? Let's have a look. So if anyone knows about there was a signal we sent up to space from one of our Earth, what are they called? Like Earth antenna. We sent a message to space, and then we got a response back, like something like 20 years later. I'm trying to find this. Where is this photo? Oh, I've got it in my Facebook Messenger. Where is it? So we sent a message up, and the message included our DNA structure. It included what planet on the solar system we was on, which obviously Earth, the fourth planet along, I think it is. I'll have to look. And then also our DNA structure, and what else is there? There was a few things that we sent over. Anyway, we got a reply back, and there was an imprint of a face. I don't know who's seen this before, but there was an imprint of a face in the field next to this. What do you call it? It was like a ground station. I can't even think of what it's called. What do you call it? I can't think.
A crop circle in a field.
Not a crop circle. I'm talking about like where you would send a message from, like a ground station. What would you call it?
Radar station.
It's like a radar station, yeah. And then in the field next to it was a face of like a humanoid-looking person, like fingered into the crops, like in a square picture. I'm just trying to find this photo. I'll show you the photo, and then you can see what I'm talking about, because I'm not doing it any justice trying to explain it. Tell you what. Let me pause that. Mute that. Sorry guys about this. Best thing I can do is just go onto my history on YouTube and get it up on my phone, and then I can just share to the screen. Videos. But anyway, this I carry on speaking about it. This face came back, and then the next day another image came into the crops, which was identical to what we had sent out, but with a smaller being instead of a large being. It was a small being. The DNA structure was like a triple helix, or instead of a double helix, which is our as I said about the DNA. It showed that the star system, the same amount of planets that we've got in our solar system, but instead of it being on Earth, where they said they were living not only on Earth but Mars as well, and 4 moons of Jupiter, which is what their picture depicted. But it's crazy. This stuff, like, you couldn't make it up, because it's how you could possibly make a crop circle to be so intricate. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they were made before. They were proved. That was proved that you could make a crop circle with goats.
Yeah.
But come on, these things are. There was proof of the people being in the field, right? But that what happened you're talking about, I looked it up, happened within the space of a couple of hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In the night time, pitch dark.
This is it. That.
Yeah, I'll be the full screen.
There we go. Let's get the owl picture up. All right. So there was this. This was the image that was.
Wow. Look at that, guys.
Put into the crop, and actually that face is the same face that was on Mars, that they found on Mars, which they said, oh, there wasn't a face on Mars. That's exactly the same face when they compared the two images from the satellite imagery they got of Mars. That's the same face that was on Mars.
You could think that. See as you look at that, right? Does it not look like one of the codes? Is there a code hidden in the face? You know how you get the codes at the bottom of lottery tickets?
Yeah, it does look a bit.
You see what I'm trying to say, guys? Is it no near like a code built into that? Imagine it. Maybe there's a code, because you look at the dots, they're different to the other side than the other ones.
Yeah, see what you're saying. And then, not only that, but there was that one the following day, that was carved into the ground.
Wow, what does it mean? Does anybody know?
But they sent the one that they sent out was, so we sent the one on the what side of the screen is it going to be? It's going to be on the right and left. I don't know if my screen's reversed.
It was always reversed.
So we sent, yeah, this one here. Let me just get it on the screen properly. Can you read it, or is it too blurry?
No, I can see the patterns. I just can't.
Says the number of sequence. It says similar sequence 1 to 10 at the top in numbers, because everything's numbers in the universe. Like it's just everything's to do with numbers, which I think is some kind of like simulation. Although it could not be. It might be something else. And then it said the same atomic numbers structure, but there's one added structure to their DNA, which is silicon, which we don't have in our DNA. You can see the difference, and there's their crop circle there. I mean, you call it crop circle. That's their
silicon. If they've got silicon in their DNA, are they like half machine then? Because silicon's used in computers nowadays.
So I'm saying they could just be that they're made from some kind of synthetic. They're synthetic rather than more humanoid than more, instead of being, yeah, sort of what's the word? I can't think of the word. Organic, say, yeah. They've got silicon, which is not really an organic
kind of thing.
Yeah, they're not like an organic compound. But if you see the difference between the two, on our one, you can see that this is the message we sent out to space. And on our one, you've got the sun, then you've got sun, then what's next to sun? Sun. Oh, God. I'm really bad with planets, man.
The sun, does it know Mercury after that?
Yeah, I think so.
Venus,
that's it.
And then Jupiter, Saturn, and then you've got other moons, obviously. And then you've got Mars, and then the Earth, you know.
So let me get it up on my screen. Because there is a thing on here. Either way, that this is what I know to be the planets that they've got listed on their picture. They only said that they inhabit, well, from the documentary, they inhabit the one that's got the 4 points on it.
Yep.
That's supposedly where they inhabit, but they actually have put, if you look compared to ours, we've put that one there, which is the Earth. They actually inhabit, if you look at it in comparison to that, they inhabit the Earth, and then next to the Earth, Mars, and then next to Mars is Jupiter. So not the actual Jupiter, because it's still a massive. I think it's a gas giant, or it's just not really habitable, is it? But then you've got the moons of Jupiter, which there's 4 moons, and then next to that you've got I can't even really show you on this. It's hard to hold it up. I wish I could just use a mouse to point at it.
You be able to screen share one share.
Yeah,
screen share anyway. How is that?
But it's, I can do it on this actually. I could do it on this.
You need the link to the show again, eh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what would be the easiest way to do it.
I could send you the link in the chat again.
Actually, you know what? Let me just try and. Actually, no, stay on this. I'm just going to go on to that YouTube from there.
So I mute my mic for a second, guys, and blow the old nose.
Because they're saying that their whole interpretation of that image that came back was they're living on a different solar system, and that it's either a different solar system or a parallel universe or whatever. But actually, what it looks like from my perspective is that the planets that they've set back in line, which we've set one back being Earth, they've set back the Earth, Mars, and 4 moons, which is of Jupiter. There is more than 4, but probably 4 habitable ones that they've made habitable. Right, here we go. Let's go to history on that. Then I can screen share. Mute that. Right, I'm going to screen share now.
I'm getting ready to overlook it, light it up for you.
Yeah, that's right. Glock was managing to levitate.
Or once you put it up.
Yeah, no, you're all right. You can put me on live, and because I've got the ability to screen share on here. I didn't realise it's at the bottom of the screen. It says here screen share.
I'm going to put you on now like that. It usually pops up at the bottom. For me, then I can highlight it, bring it up.
You're in the show, everyone can see you. I can't see nothing, my screen's gone. Let me just click back on the link, hang on.
Yep. Technical problems, guys, technical problems. Just gonna light up the link so you can get in. That's right, the Nazi Bell who travelled into the future. They did no crash in 1960. They say the Nazi Bell. Yeah. Was it not 1960 or the early 60s or 50s when it crashed into a field and the US government got it back? You go. You done it all right.
Right, I'm going to screen share this quickly. Share screen. Don't show this again. Chrome tab. Crop circles. Here we go.
Yeah, there's your there. Yeah, get the screen.
Can you see it? Yeah.
I'm going to give you. There we go. And I'm going to give you full screen. Okay. There you go.
Right. So as I was saying, so on this side, they're saying that this setup here that they sent back was was from another galaxy, but in terms of like planets, it's very similar to our own, and yeah, you could say it's because of between the sun and the Earth is a specific point to it's called the Goldilocks zone, or
you would think where did they come to originally? Are they us? Are we them? Or you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it could be that it could be like. I think Clinton would probably think the same thing that or Doom Show, that we're like from the future kind of thing, coming back and just observing us as a species. Does that make sense? Where things have been manipulated over time, and we've like ended up being.
You've got the Mandela effect, and that might be them tampering with time.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly,
what I'm
but
saying?
yeah, I just think it's weird, isn't it? Why is this doing that for? Yeah, go back.
Copying your link. See this new chat system that's on this, what do you call it, the YouTube. It's all changed now.
Yeah, they moved it, didn't they? Right, here we go. It should be able to come up now. So, yeah, you can see, according to this diagram that they sent back, we sent that. They're saying that this is this opposite because they've sent it back. That's the sun, and then you've got 2 planets after the sun. That's Earth, where we inhabit, but they're saying that they inhabit Earth as well. So whether they're in the oceans, underground, wherever. And then also Mars, which is the next planet along, and then you've got moons of Jupiter. Well, Jupiter's massive, or maybe it's Jupiter as a whole and the moons, or and they sent theirs from whatever this thing is here. And this was our radio telecommunication system that we sent it from, which in the picture, I don't know if you can see. Let's go back. Don't think it shows you. It shows you about the double helix. But anyway, what else? Just show you a couple of these crop circles, you'd be like.
I mean, it is amazing some of the crop circles how they've made. I mean, look at them, guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, you ever seen that thing called the Nazca lines?
Nazca lines, yeah, I've heard of it.
I mean, that's just in a massive scale. That's like, I mean, the only way you could really see that is
like
in a spaceship.
I know, it's crazy, yeah, no, that's
plane, a helicopter. But they didn't have that then, so they say.
There we go. This is how the crops when they make crop circles, or whoever makes them from, well, it must be extraterrestrials or whatever. When humans do it, it basically breaks. It does something to the actual crop, but when they do it, it's like it's some kind of like they microwave somehow they microwave them, yeah, but at such a short time so it doesn't like. And they also like twist them and stuff. They twist them into like little knots and all sorts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't explain it. There's just no explanation.
You got to remember the technology could be millions of years more advanced. Wow, that's a nice one.
So and they've got they've done the numbers to like pi. They've done the numbers to like all the geometric patterns, and these things are impossible to do by, like, no human could possibly make this so perfect.
In the space of an hour.
Yeah, and there's no way. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. Oh, not another advert. Surely not.
Nope.
I'm just going to close it. I know. Hang on.
There you go. That there.
Oh, come on. I don't know what's going on with this computer. It's because it's
alien message dim. You're right, my friend. You're right. You think of the work that went into doing that? I mean, people say, "Oh, it's just everybody kids with some boards." Really? Really? I think some of them have been fake and have been proven to be fake, but look at that, guys. There's something else here at work.
And it's all, the thing is, it's all to do with numbers. Numbers. Nah. That's what I'm saying. The numbers to the sacred numbers 3, 6, and 9. If they just, I can't even explain it. It's just, it's, don't know, it's mind-boggling. It just confuses me at all. Like, it's so, even like magnetic fields, they've done the structure of a magnetic field. What else we got here? Some of them you can tell like fake. Some of them like doesn't look.
Couldn't help myself. I had to laugh at Clint there, what he said.
I can't see. I'm just screen sharing, so I don't know what he's saying.
Oh god. I really want to put that on.
What's he saying? What's he saying? Let me have a look. Let's have a look. Hang on.
There you go.
We are fucked. Also, guys. Take a breath, Lewis. Have a cig. Oh yes, 666. Number of man in Bible. What else we got? Let's find another one. This is another one that was. This was pi 3.14.
And that looks like a code or something like that, doesn't it? You know, looks like
each line represents different represents the numbers. So
or does it not represent a planet?
No, it's pi 3.14, and then the rest of the numbers. I don't know what goes after 3.14, but it's 3 and then 1 and then 4, and then I'm guessing that's 3, 7. They worked it out. It's perfectly, and the measurements are they're exact. And let me get another one up for you. Oh yeah, and this was the guy someone was just talking about in the chat a second ago. He basically lifted all this coral.
I seen that. I watched a program about him. I actually, and he lifted it all using a bit of wood and some rope. I mean, did you hear the one about that guy? Somebody walked in when he was doing it, and the guy said there was a big lumpy line floating in midair.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is another fascinating one. Look at that.
The pyramids, how did you get the rock there? You know, there was no trees. It was bamboo. Would you call it coconut trees and bamboo trees and that? But there wasn't it. How did you get the rocks there?
Well, I'll tell you a good story. Actually, my wife, her brother was at a school in South Africa. My wife was in the school at the time, but she was a toddler, and they had a UFO land in the fields behind. Actually, I don't know if there was one or two, and these beings came out. One of them was a black guy, funny enough. That's a saying, like, because obviously everyone's different colors, so they must, if they come from a different part of the universe, and maybe they're black skinned, Asian, whatever.
I do think there's a different civilization from Earth. You've got the secret space program. I do think the breakaway society. I think that's what that is.
Well, I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. Could you see me on the screen at the same time?
Yep, I could read at the side. I have the power. I have the power.
And
I feel left out. Everybody's drinking alcohol. I know I'm drinking water.
Get a bottle of, get some whiskey on the go, mate.
I'm drinking my whole.
Looks like we are all fucking doomed. The TTV channel has some good stuff on. Let's see. What is your channel? We want it.
I just put the link up again.
Yeah.
I think it.
Lewis Stephen M. It's the same as my name. I just ain't changed the name of it.
I think that's the link there that I've posted for you to know.
Some days I have problems speaking, like I can't access the words in my mind, and other days like it just flows. You know what I mean? I think
that's the link to your channel.
So people think I'm a bit sort of stuttering.
That's the link, guys. That link that I put up here is the link to his channel. There you go.
Oh, where was that? I want to find something else.
What's this here from Hatchy Hatch?
Check out Reg. Like strange things they don't tell us. Like some book go there. Lewis, drink, it will flow. Andrew's funny, mate. Drink and it will flow. Yeah.
So we should go live
I went for a run earlier, so I don't know.
Your stuff.
Bit of a. My brain's just not with it today. Just some days it's just the worst. It's like someone zapping my head with something.
Oh, there's a new person. I've never seen this person in the chat. Hello, how do you
No,
pronounce
that's
that? Is that Zero? Zerex or something?
Red. So my friend's dad got abducted by a apparently when he was a little one.
Well,
He said he was about 4. I think he's about 4 or 5 years old. I shouldn't really be telling this on thingy, but who cares? He was about 4 or 5 years old. I'm not going to mention his name, but he was in his back garden playing with his toys, and he looked up at the sky. He said it's clear as day. He's not making it up. He see this like white object in the sky, and then the next thing he just remembers kind of blacking out for a split second, and then he was above Earth in some kind of ship. This is what he said. He can't, obviously, if you're 5 years old, you could it could change your memories, whatever. But he was looking down at Earth from above. He could properly see the Earth in all its round glory. I'll say flat or whatever. No, but he could see the Earth from above, and there was these beings with him. And he didn't tell me much else than that, but he just remembers it very clearly, and it's something that he wouldn't have made up. The guy's like in his 60s, 70s, no, nearly 70 now. But yeah, he wouldn't have made it up. But I've had some weird experiences growing up as well. So not being abducted or nothing, but I've had some crazy sort of psychic abilities and like thoughts before things happen. Days before, I had a dream before when I see a tsunami coming, and then the next day there was that massive tsunami in you know the what was it? Where was it? What tsunami was
You
it?
mean the tsunami in?
Not in 2011. It was
2012, Japan.
Yeah, something like it was something. That was 2011, wasn't it? Japan, was it?
12.
Where it done the nuclear reactor, was that Japan?
The new Alaska Google device. We Google. When was the Japanese tsunami? Yeah. 2011.
Yeah, 2011. Oh, I'm getting a message. It's the one. I want to have another. Can you do me a favor, babe? Can you just Can you just mute my phone for me? Stick it on silent, please. She's watching the film while I'm talking a load of the hosts. Oh.
What's that?
I know, it's alright. Cheers, babe. Oh. So yeah, I used to when I'm like, this is saying that I think Drew's paranormal and that she'll be interested in as well. But we can talk more about it tomorrow.
It's the deja vu, isn't it?
Yeah.
You ever noticed that I get this quite a lot? I'll see something, right? And I'll be thinking about that thing, and then I'll go outside and see it everywhere. Everywhere I'll see it. But that's just weird. I think it's more deja vu kind of thing. But right, guys, I'm going to end the live stream. That was awfully good tonight. I'm keeping these live streams now down to about an hour, and the big Saturday night ones to about 2 hours. So thanks for all coming, and it'll be 9:30 tomorrow night, and there'll be 3 years here.
Cool.
So take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Remember, subscribe to Doom Show, Lewis. You can give me a subscribe if you want. I don't care. Right, catch you later, guys.
Like the video. Cheers, guys.
Like the video. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.